What's the best type of content to put on Instagram right now? There are a number of different things that you can be putting on Instagram, but some things will benefit you more than others. And Instagram recently came out and said one of the best things that you can be doing right now is carousel posts. Carousel posts are previously known as albums, and they contain multiple pieces of media, both video and photos, that people can scroll through in order to see a message, to learn something, to get instruction on something, or to be entertained. And the smarter you use it, the more profitable it's going to be for you. You want to make sure you're leveraging those carousels because you have multiple opportunities to be seen. Instagram has flat out said, if you are using a carousel and you have multiple pieces of media in there, let's say there's 3 photos in there, if somebody scrolls past your first one and doesn't swipe through, later on, they're going to be shown that second image. So if you have multiple pieces of media in one carousel, they're more likely to see it more times, which then gets you more engagement. And of course, swiping through an album takes time, meaning your algorithm knows you kept someone on the platform longer. You get a little more credit in that algorithm system. And they have said if you are adding music to your carousels, now it becomes eligible for Reels. And also if you have your videos in there, it becomes eligible for Reels content and can be more discoverable. So carousels are really helpful right now, but that is not to discount normal Reels. You should be taking your TikToks, your Instagram Reels, your YouTube short style content and actively be putting that on your Instagram page, because we know as people are scrolling through, they're seeing Reels. They are seeing more Reels than carousel posts, but carousels are very strongly helping you as well. So you should have a very good mix of Reels and your carousel posts, and you can do some repurposing in there. Because you put something up as a Reel doesn't mean it can't also go in a carousel at some point further back, but you can definitely have it there. Now, it's also really important to point out that most people are watching stories on Instagram. Your stories that you're putting up every single day that disappear after 24 hours, those are going to get you a lot of leverage because that's community building. That's seeing you in real time. That's seeing what's going on in your life and having that human to human connection that's not quite as polished as your Reels or as your carousel posts. So stories, wildly, wildly important. And of course, we know most conversation does happen inside of DMs on Instagram. So if you can be using your stories or your Reels or your carousels to get people over into your DMs, that works to your favor as well. And there's a lot of ways you can do it. We've talked about this again and again and again here on the channel. You can go through our playlist of Instagram tutorials to help you on this one. But getting people over to your DMs is very valuable to you. So you should be focusing on your stories every single day. You should be focusing on your Reels, and you should be focusing on your carousels in order to grow on the platform. Static image, single image posts really are not going to be as beneficial to you because people can very easily see it, scroll by without engaging in any way, shape, or form. So the things that hold people on the platform longer are the things that will benefit you the most. So pay attention to what's going to keep people visually connected to you, even if they're not leaving comments or likes or whatever. What gets them to watch it a little bit longer is going to be where you should be focusing. And then from there, build up on the community and the conversations that you're having inside of your comments and inside of those DMs to get people engaged with what you are doing. Drop your questions down below. Follow along for more. I'm usually the first person to break the new algorithm changes and the platform additions for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, usually by several days because it takes people a lot of time to create content. I'm very fast about it. So this is the place to be if you want to stay ahead of the curve and learn how to leverage the new platform additions that are happening every single day on these platforms that we are using to grow our brands. We'll see you in tomorrow's episode.